name is Carlos Serrano, and today I will be explaining the DrawLine method in Visual Basic's Windows Form. First, let's start by defining a line. A line is a long thin mark made by a pen between 2 points. It should look something like this. A point consists of two values on the Cartesian plane, x and y, where the x value represents the value that goes from left to right and the y value represents the value that goes from up to bottom. For example, the first point has an x value of 1 and a j value of 2. The second point has a x value of 9 and a j value of 2. It should look something like this. First, we're going to start with the first method. There's actually two ways you can do this. The first one should look something like this, where you have a pen, the first x, the first y, the second x, and the second y. The parameters are: the pen determines the color of the line. You can change it green, yellow, whatever color you like. The first x and y are the coordinates for the starting point, and the second x and y are the coordinates for the ending point. For example, the syntax should look something like this. You can actually put pens dot yellow, green, black, whatever color you desire, and it should go in the same order: the first x, the first j, the second x, and the second j. The second method is a little bit more complicated. It should look something like this. It has the pen, the first point, and the second point. The parameters are: the pen again determines the color of the line, the first point is the starting point, and the second point is the ending point. For example, you can actually declare the pen aside and give it the color and the thickness. Next, we're going to declare the 2 points, the starting point and the ending point. In the syntax, it should look something like this. Instead of putting pens dot green, we're just calling out the pen 1, which you can see has the color green already, and the first point and the second point, which we also declared on top. Now we're gonna show you how to do it on Visual Basic's Windows Form. Now we're on Visual Basic Windows Form. I went into the Form 1 private sub and I set it for paint already. First, I'm going to show you the first method, and I put the pen for red so we can distinguish from the first and second method. First x, first y, second x, second y, and then the same goes for I declare the pen, the points. And on the second method, see, it's different. I actually call the pen I already declared and the points. Let's see how this debugs. Here we go. And sorry, it's a little slow, but it should look something like, here we go. You can see I cannot change the thickness because I'm just declaring it's red, but on the second one I can actually change the thickness so it looks thicker. And this is all for the tutorial. Thank you for watching.